Hey everybody, Mark Reed, Think and Grow Rich. Fourth principle today. I hope all of you are doing great. I hope that you are starting to take this seriously. We can say, oops, uh, the cat is kind of watch it in the water. It's kind of cool. Anyway, I hope that you started putting these principles in application in your life. There's one thing that said that it's good to have knowledge, but knowledge without action doesn't serve you. It's just theory, it's just facts. The stories you can tell, but they won't influence your life. You have to have application. You have to take action on it. There is a chapter actually on a principle in action. You have to have courage, because some of these things that you are going to write down or that you have written down might scare you. The idea for me of being a speaker, a public speaker, something I've been wanting to do for a long time. I've done a few speaking engagements in my life, and I really enjoyed it because I felt the connection with the crowd. And so this is kind of awkward for me on Zoom. I rather do it with people. I see the reaction of people. I kind of get interactive when it's happening, and I feel what's going on in the crowd, so I can get more. I can become more intuitive and focus more on what I feel that I should. And I also rely on the higher power, the universe, God, to give me intuition to of what I should speak on or what I should focus on. So yeah, that was a lot, but taking action on that was terrifying because for a long time, what are my friends going to think? Criticize people are going to tell them bullshit. People are going to tell me that you're not doing a good job, and there will be critics all your life. But there's one thing: you've never seen a statue of the village critic ever. So critics are just that, critics. I know a lot of the critics, they critic because they're afraid themselves, and they rather critic somebody else and take action on what they should take or do. So yeah, so getting over those fears is part of the process. Some of those fears will make you sweat, will nauseate you, will bring knots into your stomach, into your throat, into your plexus. You will feel like throwing in a towel and back down. And there's two choices, always two choices every day, every day you make millions of little choices. And it's up to you to make the good one for you. This whole process is about love for yourself, love for your dreams, love for the journey, love for your vision. And since this process works best and only if it's for the greater good, then it helps other people. It's for love for the community. It's for love for humanity. It's for love for the cause or the mission you choose to help. Me, I don't know why it came up one day. I have at heart to help kids that come out of youth jail. I was in the youth jail. That's probably why. I lived a lot of different situations that I could focus my attention on, but my heart is with them. I was there. I was in youth jail. I know what they feel right now. I know what they feel when they come out, especially if they come out at the end of their youth age, wherever you are. There's a age limitation, like us in Quebec, it's 18 years old, you're adult. some other provinces, or it's 19, others 21. But when you come out at that age, you come out from a place where you've been institutionalized, meaning that people have been taking care of you for 1, 2, 3 years, cooking meals for you because you don't cook yourself, doing most of the time doing your laundry, um, planning your day, giving you a structure, and it's you haven't learned that on your own. You've been, you're put in a box, and that's what you do. Of course, some of those jails are more human in a way that they kind of prepare you, they show you some things, but you haven't experienced it. And if you cannot go back to your families, if you have no resources, if you have nobody, a lot of times when you've been in youth jail, for me, I was in youth jail for 4 years, so most of my friends, they weren't there anymore. My family, I went back for a month and a half, and it didn't work out, so I ended up back on the street. But anyways, I'm not going to go on that kind of story, but yeah, so anyways, my focus is on the youth jail. I have another share of my first conference. If you look it up, it's all the story. So today we're talking about specialized knowledge. And you see, I'm talking about my specialized knowledge for what I want to help, what I want to focus on my conferences. Not all only on that, but this is part of one of my focuses. So I have specialized knowledge in that field because I've lived it. So for me, it's easier to relate. But some of those fields that you are into or that you want to go into, in order to really have success, you have to know what you're talking about. And Bob Proctor, Earl Nightingale puts it that way. You have to know enough to become hard to replace. There was this guy, I think it's Charles E. Schwab, who was paid in the 1927, $25,000, something like that, 1920, because he was the only one who could fix the machine of running the street. Some people have been paid millions and millions of dollars because they are masters in their field, and so little people are. So the rarest you are in your field, the rarest you are sought out for, the more you are sought out for, the more you will be paid. So the more you know about your field, one, you will feel secure about your field. You will, when you're talking about it, you will feel secure, and you will relate that confidence to people. People will feel that. And also you'll be able to have solutions for problems that most of the people in that kind of field don't have. So your salary, your check, your bonuses will expand. So we're going to go into the screen, the sharing. So see, I'm here telling you this. I'm living this right now. Things are happening to me right now. I just started like about a month ago, 2 months ago, being a speaker, like taking a stand, like going on YouTube, going on Facebook, on my personal page, Facebook, going on. I'm on a few group pages also, so putting those videos out, the same videos that I'm doing here, on the Facebook, and already I am speaking engagements. I had a few interviews, public interviews, like Now I'm adding another interview. Not, it's kind of a share, it's kind of a speaker engagement with questions. So it's kind of a mix of both. I'm having in the near future, I'm going to start speaking in youth jail. Really cool. So having a specialized knowledge will do that for you, will bring you closer to your dream. So let's go into that. So again, those cards, those slides are, we already went through it. So today where we did desire, desire is having a permanent desire for what you want, for what you really want. Having faith into it is so important. Having faith that you can attain it, thinking in terms of all things are possible, and thinking in terms of what if it worked? What if it would work? You know, a lot of times we want to do something and we get into the negative. What if it wouldn't work? What if it won't work? You know, what if I don't get the money? What if I don't get that? What if I just what if that person doesn't want to? What if that girl doesn't want to go out with me, or that guy doesn't want to go out with me? For kids, high school, what if he won't want me to go to the prom with him and all that? So what if it would? And having that attitude of what if it would work gives you courage, gives you that, okay, what if it would? Gives you the enthusiasm, gives you like, just by saying it, what if it worked? You see my face change, you see my energy changing and all that. So try it, you know, say it, instead of saying what if it wouldn't work, what if it would work? Try that. It works. And that's part of the auto suggestion, the next one. Auto suggestion is part of that, is suggesting yourself things that you really want. We were programmed by repetition, so it's our responsibility to deprogram ourselves, so to reprogram ourselves with the truth. The truth is that you are an amazing person. The truth is that you are beautiful. The truth is that you can create whatever you want. That is always important for the benefits law, always important. Won't get by on these principles, being dishonest or being doing something not that thing. Oh, it will come back to you as a boomerang and it will hurt the shit out of you. So today we have specialized knowledge. I feel really relaxed. I had an amazing session with my coach, a 2-hour session with my coach. I'm at the end of a coaching, 3 months coaching for a 12-week coaching program. It was like totally amazing. So if you want some references, I've got amazing references for you. So specialized knowledge, according to Napolon, there are 2 kinds of knowledge, general and specialized knowledge. Specialized knowledge is anything you don't learn from school. So what you learn towards general knowledge will be knowledge you can learn from school or colleges based on theory, no organized planning, no practical application. So it's basically all that you learn that's not particularly in a specific field. So specialized knowledge is based on personal experience, like that's totally about detail, based on observation, meaning that when you're in a particular field and you want to get a promotion, you want to get advancement, you want to hit that level, you have to observe what they are doing. The best way to succeed at something is mimic, copy somebody who already has succeeded at that. So by observation, you see what's going on. Intelligently directed, so specialized knowledge is kind of a laser focus on one field, and a practical plan of action. So specialized knowledge, practical plan of action, meaning that when you get into a new field or something you want to build or a dream, well, your specialized knowledge will bring you to make a practical plan of action, studying what you need to do to get to that point. So basically what most people want out of life is love, health, personal growth, time, and freedom financially. A lot of people say, oh no, they don't want this part here, the last one, or personal growth, those two. Because both of yeah, they all want love now. Everybody wants love now. But a lot of people don't do what it takes to have them. But personal growth and financial freedom needs sacrifice, needs devotion, determination, resilience, persistence, a vision. Why would I go through that? So that's where the desire comes in. That desire will fuel you. It's got to be a burning desire. It will fuel you, give you incentive to go through these things. Because personal growth means you're looking at yourself on a daily basis. You're observing what you are doing, what you are saying. You're observing what you're thinking. You're observing your interaction with people. How do you react to certain situations and all that? And the growth is you master yourself. On one of the principles also is on personal mastery, where you learn to master your instinct, your behaviors in order to get towards what you want. And time and financial freedom, everybody wants that. Everybody dreams of that. But then again, it's the same thing. It's sacrifice, like sacrifice. You have to let go of things you love in order to get things you really love. And that's really hard. You have to go sometimes let go of people to keep you from what you love. So schooling does little more than to put one in the way of learning how to acquire practical knowledge. So how does specialized knowledge help us get what we want in life? It allows us to apply what you learn and experience, get what you want out of life. Allows you to shift your mindset or paradigm so you can get your results. So here he's talking about like specialized knowledge in those techniques, those principles. Once you learn them and you practice them and you practice them and you practice them, I've told you already, and I'm going to tell you many times, get the book, and it's a journey. It's your journey. It's like every day you have to practice. You will fail. You will not always get it. You will want something and not get it because your paradigm got in your way. You will learn about that paradigm. You will transform that paradigm into a positive affirmation. You will use that positive affirmation every day, and you will get a result. You're having a victory. That victory will take you to another victory, and you will learn by experience, by getting up, falling down, getting up, falling down. You learn by experience, and then you will be able to. Then one day you'll realize, like what happened to me last week. Something happened to me last week, and I realized, okay, that's how it works. I really hit something, positive. So your mindset is formed by your paradigm. Paradigm is a belief system based on what you've learned from others growing up. It's the story you've been telling yourself by your parents, your teachers, your friends, and how it culture in society. So whatever negative has been put into your head, you have the responsibility by all these people, and it's not a blame game. And like I said before, don't go and blame your parents. Don't go and blame anybody. It's not going to serve you. Take responsibility. Say to yourself, okay, today I look at my life. I don't like what I see in that area, in that area, in that area. What can I do to change that? And one of the ways you can change that is by changing your system, your belief system. Changing your belief system, the way to do that is changing your paradigm. How to change your paradigm? You identify your paradigm. You notice what you notice. Like I was working today. I do pastor work right now to get money to my career, which is also supplying income for my career for now. And at one point I was working and I did it was like a kind of a rough job and I made a few mistakes. And the paradigm came and it's a big paradigm. See, you cannot do anything right, blah, blah, blah. And that's a paradigm. And that came from my father. And I forgive my father every day. And forgiveness is an ongoing process. And I noticed that paradigm. So I said, no, I'm good at it. And I changed that right away. No, 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 no. I'm good at everything I do. I'm good at everything I do. It's not because I made a mistake that I'm not good. That mistake is because I didn't pay enough attention, or I didn't apply myself enough, or I didn't really take the time to look at what I was doing. Okay, yeah, that I should have done it that way. But I learned, and then I said to myself, well, next time I'll do it better. You know, you will make mistakes as long as you live. So change the story and shift your mindset. Exactly what I'm talking to you about. From a victim to a victor. You get results left, thoughts, feeling, action, and results. And we already went through that. Energy, everything is our energy. Our thought must be in the same vibrational match with our feelings and action in order to propel the results we want. I went through that, but I'll go quickly through that one. If you want to earn more, $2,000 more, and you keep telling yourself, well, it's impossible, I can't. And you keep on reading your affirmation, but you keep on telling yourself that, oh, it's impossible, I cannot, you know, I'm not worthy, I don't deserve it, blah, 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 where I'm going to get the money, what it is, it's bullshit. You have your vibrational match has to be gratitude and certainty. Certainty that you're going to get the goal. Belief that you're going to get the goal, that it's going to happen, that it already has happened. There's a Neville Goddard. Neville Goddard explained it. He has a book out there called The Feeling is the Secret. And he is so right. The only way to really get to your subconscious mind is by a strong emotional feeling. And by getting a strong emotional feeling towards your goal, towards the attainment of your goals, and telling yourself it's already done. It is already done. I've already got the money. I've already. Some people say it's a lie. It's a lie. Yeah, okay. In the human world, but it's a spiritual truth. The universe is there for you for abundance. He wants you to be abundant. So once you say an affirmation, automatically the universe works towards that feeling. And it becomes a spiritual truth. Once you affirm, I am this, it's a spiritual truth. So your results again will manifest in your love. And that's important because you'll see the changes. You know, I'm seeing changes. Even my customers are amazing. I'm having these amazing customers. The customer I had this week, actually, the job I finished today, but I told you I made a mistake. He bought me lunch 4 days in a row. Yeah, it was really cool. I sat down with his family. His family I worked on Sunday, Saturday, Sunday, and then self-employed. So, and Saturday and Sunday, I had lunch with him and his family, and it was really cool. It was really fun. So, yeah. So we need to raise our self-perception in order to raise the energy in our thoughts and produce results we want. Self-perception. What am I? Who am I? What qualities do I have? Raising your self-perception, telling yourself you're amazing, telling yourself you're beautiful. That is the truth. Whatever you were told, like put it in this perception, okay? In this perspective. Sorry. Whatever doesn't come from God, in a way that whatever doesn't come from beauty, from pureness, from positive statement is a lie. We all say when a newborn baby, oh, it's a miracle, it's so cute, it's a miracle, blah, blah, blah. We still are that miracle. There's just something that happened in between. And that in between, that's what we have to change. So when you relate to that, saying, well, okay, yeah, I was a miracle. I am still a miracle. That means that I am beautiful. That means that I'm amazing. That means that I have all amazing qualities. That means that I can create. That means that I can expand. That means that I can be myself. And it's very important to be yourself. Don't try to be somebody else. It only hurts yourself. Both your mindset and specialized knowledge are important in the achieving of your goals and dreams. So whatever the mind can conceive and believe, the mind can achieve. How do you think all the creation in life was built? Exactly like that. So group this book. discussion. How is it important to specialize knowledge in achieving success? Share your experience. So what's your experience related to what we just learned? So it's important to journal. You know, when you go through a program like that, it's important to journal because throughout the day you'll realize something. I just had a suggestion by one of my coach, and I have to do what I have to do. Get a notebook, and in that notebook, um, write down all the intuitions you have. Like some of those ideas might make you millionaire. You know, you're cruising down the street and you see something, and you see that something is lacking, and you have this intuition where you can build this, you can do this, create this, and write it down. That may be $1 million idea or multi-million-dollar idea. You never know. Just the idea of the title of the book, Think and Grow Rich. He says it in one of there's a few audios on the YouTube of the original Napoleon Hill speeches and conferences. And one of them, he says exactly that, he had problems finding a title for the Think and Grow Rich book. And he wanted something to impact. So he was put against the wall by his editor that it doesn't have a title, but the next day the editor is going to choose a title and that's going to be it. So we got into a conversation with the subconscious mind and telling him that I want $1 million title. Like, and he got like angry and shouting at his subconscious mind, I want $1 million title. And apparently he woke up, what he says, he woke up at 2 o'clock in the morning. How many times have we woke up at night, in the middle of the night, and you had an idea, and then you just go back to bed and forget about it. But he kept on that idea. Right away he called the editor and tell I have a title, I have a title. So then he gives him the title, and the editor says, that's an amazing title. And it's not a $1 million idea, it's a multi-million dollar idea, $1 million title. So that's how the subconscious works. So I'm going to leave you with that. I'm going to wish you an amazing night. I hope that you get something out of that. I hope that it's helping you go towards your dream. Like I say, get the book. If you have any comments, if you need more information, if you need a coach, if you need a direction, if you need help, if you're struggling with some things in those principles, I'm living them. I live them, I'm living them, and I'm going to live them for the rest of my life. Because you have to learn to love the law of the universe. These principles are the law of the universe. And remember that these principles come from the interview of 500 of the most successful men in the United States at that time. So it has both. So I wish you an amazing night, amazing day, wherever you are, wherever you're listening from. And I love you, and may life bless you. Seriously, let life bless you. Good night.